Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel, because in this episode I'm going to be forging a StingRay from a piece of angle iron. What I'm going to do, get it in the forge, I'm just going to flatten it. After I've flattened it, I'm going to cut it in that pattern you can see there. It's sort of like a diamond at the front, and then I'm going to cut it up close to the spine there. That's going to become the tail of the StingRay, and that bit there is going to be its little wings. And then I'm going to forge those wings out with my cross-peen hammer, round up his tail. I'm going to give his tail a bit of an S-bend, because they go like a snake like that when you see them in the water, and their little wings flap up and down. So I'm going to give the wings a bit of a dip down. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to raise the piece off the whatever you're going to put it on, like a table or something. And it's going to be like a tripod, so it'll be sitting on the two wings at the front, the tail at the back, and that will make it stable. It also gives it a bit of a shadow line underneath, and it gives it a bit of realism, which I really like. Okay, let's get this piece in the fire, forge ourselves a StingRay. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of that forging now, sadly, because I was having a really good time. And what I managed to make was this little StingRay that I made out of that piece of angle iron that you saw there. This is a very, very simple forging. It came about as a part of a mistake that I made. Yesterday, I was trying to forge a feather, and I was out of a piece of angle iron, and I was forging away, but all the time I was looking at it, I kept thinking, that looks like a StingRay, not a feather. So out with the feather project, in with the StingRay project. I'll show you in here. Look, this is the feather that I was forging. Anyway, you can see they're very, very similar. But this one, I thought his tail was too long, and so I re-dimensioned that project and shortened it up by 1 inch. And I think his tail's come out just nice. A very simple project, very easy project, ideal for a beginner or even for a youngster or something like that, because there's very little forging in it actually. It's just flattening a piece of angle iron, chopping it into a diamond shape, so there's a little bit of fabrication type work there. And it's just drawing out his tail and spreading out his wings, giving him that little bit of movement by making his tail a little bit bent like that, so he looks like he's swimming along, and having his little wings down so he's up off the surface that you put him on. I would assume this would be used as some kind of an ornament for somebody that likes sea creatures. And he's just slightly up like that, and you can see a little shadow line over. That gives him a little bit of movement, gives him a little bit of personality, makes him look like he's actually doing something. So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this little StingRay. It was a really fun project and I had a really good time. So until my next project comes along, thanks very much for watching this video. We'll see you later.